This morning, Nissan made a major announcement dropping a bombshell as the first Japanese car maker joining Tesla and adopting its charging standard. I'm going to talk about the consequences, propose 3 questions, and discuss a paradox in this report. Please also let me know your thoughts. What about those questions? What your thoughts are and your opinions? Welcome back, everyone. This is Armen Hareyan from TorqueNews.com. This morning, Nissan announced that it will join Tesla, adopting Tesla's North American charging standard. It's called NACS for its electric vehicles in the United States and in Canada. This makes Nissan the first Japanese automaker to do so, and it follows similar moves by American rivals Ford, General Motors, and Rivian. This decision places Nissan alongside global peers in their efforts to expand the fast charging network and accelerate the adoption of electric vehicles. The NACS, which is Tesla's charging standard, is a proprietary charging standard for electric vehicles developed by Tesla, and it is not compatible with the combined charging system. In the future, I will probably refer to it as CCS. That's how they are known, combined charging system, which is the dominant charging standard in the United States. This decision by Nissan to adopt Tesla's NACS charging standard is a paradox, as it could lead to fragmentation of the US charging market. Initially, we may see some fragmentation in the United States electric vehicle charging market, but there are some great benefits. I will discuss them. Before I discuss those benefits, I want to raise 3 questions and will answer them in this report. But please, you also share your thoughts in the comment section if you have opinions on them. First question: why did Nissan choose to adopt NACS instead of CCS, remaining with CCS? Second, what are the benefits of and consequences, what are actually the potential consequences of Nissan's decision as the first Japanese car maker? And the third question, is there any way to avoid the near-term fragmentation of the United States charging market? So here are the potential benefits of Nissan joining Tesla's NACS. For one, it would give Nissan customers or Nissan electric vehicle owners, I don't like the word customer or consumer, I try to avoid them as much as possible because we're human beings, we're not consumers, we have our own lives and we're not here to consume things, we're here just to live our lives as a normal human being. And anyway, so Nissan's decision would give Nissan car owners, electric vehicle owners, access to Tesla's extensive supercharger network, which currently accounts for about 60% of the total number of fast chargers in the United States. Additionally, the NACS is a more efficient charging standard than CCS, which could lead to faster charging times for Nissan electric vehicles. And here are the answers of 3 questions that I raised above about Nissan joining Tesla and adopting NACS charging standard versus the current CCS. So why did Nissan choose to adopt NACS instead of CCS? There are few reasons why why Nissan may have chosen to adopt NACS. First, Tesla supercharger network is the largest and most widespread fast charging network in the United States. This gives Nissan car owner access to a wider range of charging options. Second, the Tesla's NACS is more efficient charging standard than CCS, which could lead to faster charging times for Nissan electric vehicles. Second question: what are the potential consequences of Nissan's decision that Nissan announced today? The decision by Nissan to adopt NACS could lead to fragmentation of the US charging market in the near term. If more automakers adopt NACS, it could make it more difficult for car owners to find compatible chargers, but by adopting Tesla's NACS, Nissan gains access to the extensive Tesla supercharger network, which currently accounts for approximately 60% of fast chargers in the United States. This integration ensures that Nissan electric vehicle owners will have increased convenience and access to a well-established charging infrastructure, thereby reducing range anxiety and enhancing the overall ownership experience. And my third question: is there any way to avoid fragmentation of the US charging market? The best way to avoid fragmentation of the US charging market is for automakers to adopt a single universal charging standards. The more car companies join Tesla's standard, the better for everyone. This would make it easier for electric vehicle owners to find compatible chargers and for the government to provide incentives for the deployment of charging infrastructure. And friends, Nissan's adoption to Tesla's NACS could set a precedence for other car makers to explore alternative charging standards beyond the CCS charging standard. The shift indicates that automakers are willing to prioritize car owner convenience and existing charging infrastructure over unified charging standards. The industry might witness increased collaboration and partnership between car makers to create a more cohesive and accessible charging network that accommodates multiple standards. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, friends. What do you think about these things and Nissan's decision? Bold, nice decision. Do you think other Japanese car makers will follow Nissan very soon to adopt Tesla's NACS charging standard? I believe so. We'll see how things go. And charging is an important part of electric car buying process, because since in the United States more and more people drive long distances, they realize that charging speed is an important component of their car making. I test drive a lot of cars and I publish my reviews at our website torquenews.com, and a lot of times when I have to drive long distances, I find out, like for example, we live in Charlotte, North Carolina, and let's say I need to drive to Columbia, North Carolina, which is between 90 to 100 miles, that area somewhere. And I'm thinking like, okay, will I have enough charge to go there and come back without having to stop there and charging my car? And most of the time I'm able to do that, and depending where I'm going. But if I'm going long distances, I realize that I need to plan my trip. But it's good. It's okay. It's not, I mean, instead of that, if most of us drive our cars, our daily commute is only 20, 30, 40 miles, that's more than enough. You never go to gas station. So there are gives and takes, and but now companies like Nissan joining Tesla's NACS charging standard is going to make charging faster, because fast charging is going to make this process even more quicker, the charging process, and also as the technology develops and the charging standards are unified into one type of universalized into one charging standard, I think we're going to see also more research into fast charging, and I will not be surprised if within the 5 to 10 years we have electric cars where you can just go, stop, charge in 3 to 5 minutes and continue your trip, just like you're doing today with filling your gas tank with gas. This is Armin Harayan from torquenews.com. Let me know your thoughts, friends, in the comment section below. God bless you, everyone. I'll see you in our next report.